Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Oblivion. We have recently bought the deed to Benirus Manor, which I would think should mean that it should no longer be named after him, but instead be named after us, but that's just me. Let's head on in and see what we bought for 5,000 gold. I've arrived at my new home in Anvil, Benirus Manor. Looks like the place may need some work, but it was a great deal, I just couldn't pass it up. I can now make myself at home. Doesn't look terrible from here. Needs a little bit of work. We'll check out the basement later. Nice bed. Good balcony. Ooh, do we have our own porch? My guess is yes. And no ghosts. Thought someone might have mentioned it was haunted, or maybe I was just focusing too much on the name of the quest where spirits have lease or something like that. Feels like it should be haunted. But yeah, I probably should upgrade a room so that I've got some storage that I know won't get destroyed when I upgrade it, and then I can start throwing things I want to keep in a house that I own. Red candles. I don't know what it is about red candles, but it makes me think of, culty rituals. None of the wine is super valuable. Have to check, though. If any of it was worth it, we'd take it to sell it. You've got a big basement. Or I guess I have a big basement. Sealed portal. And I can see between the cracks in the wall. That feels like something's going on. I can't activate it by clicking on it. Which means there's got to be a button somewhere else. Or do I, physically break it down? No. But it doesn't open by activating it. So what's the deal then? Is there some special sconce that I twist? Button to press? And there are a whole ton of bugs right here. I don't know if that's significant in any way. I don't know, is the quest taking me... Make myself at home. Maybe I need to sleep in the bed. I could believe that. Make myself at home. That feels like a sleep in the bed sort of quest meaning. It's a little early. We'll just take a short nap. Oh, hi there. Various Manor ghosts. Benirus Manor is haunted. I was awakened by ghosts that attacked me as I slept. As I awoke, I thought I heard a crash from downstairs. I should search the house and investigate. I should. I can't search... There we go. It's like I can't search the ghosts' bodies. I guess it's just ectoplasm. Is that actually good shock damage to spell? It's worth 20, yeah, I'll take that. Anything else of interest around here that I can see? Not really. Any other ghosts around? A skeletal hand. And a scrap from Lorgan's diary. I found a skeletal hand next to a page from a diary. The diary makes mention of a secret room in the house that only a true-blooded Benirus can open. I'm going to need to talk to Velwyn about this. I may have to ask around town to find out where he's gone. Two Suns Dawn, Third Era 335. I need to figure out what the current date is, so I can figure out when I see these how close we are to that time period. The people of Anvil are worms. How dare they criticize what they don't understand? I shall have my vengeance in a form they cannot possibly imagine. I shall use the souls of the departed to prolong my own life. The tome is very specific. I must have more bodies. Yes, more bodies. 11 Suns Dawn. I must protect myself from those meddlers. They shall not interfere in my designs. I've constructed a room in the basement of this manor. It is there I will enter my corporeal self, and I will transcend this plane of existence. Only a true-blooded Benirus may open the portal, so if I fail, however unlikely that may be, a descendant may attempt to follow in my footsteps, to carry on the true way. To make sure our secret is safe, I have harnessed the spirits of those whose bodies I've defiled, to forever guard that place. 15 Suns Dawn. The fools think I don't hear them speaking. I can hear their rumors and innuendo. They intend to meddle in powers they can barely comprehend. They call me an old fool and shun me. The young dare each other to step 1 foot in my yard. I have become the stuff of old wives' tales and campfire stories. They dismiss me as an oddity, but soon they will see, when all of Anvil lies in waste around me, when their corpses litter the streets and their blood dampens the earth. Only then will my true power be known and feared. Okay, yeah, let's take that. So, 335. Do we see a date if I rest? I can't rest because there's enemies. Wow, there are a lot of enemies here. Did more of them spawn upstairs when I read the note? Yes. Gotta take all of your ectoplasm, because it's worth 20 gold. Alright, now can I rest? And does it tell me the date? 433. That was like 335 or something, so we're talking like 100 years. But yeah, let's see if we can talk to him about the haunted house he just sold me. And he'll be like, I said, no questions asked. Sight unseen. What's your problem? So he was hanging out here. Hopefully someone knows where he's gone.
What can I do for you?
Nothing.
You too.
Yes?
Yeah, your friend. You kept telling me to buy his house. I've done it. Now where is he?
As soon as you bought the place, he pretty much up and left. I hear tell he's making his way to the Imperial City.
Really? I gotta go all the way to the Imperial City? Alright. We do have a few quests there. So it wouldn't be the end of the world for me to make my way that way. So, are you actually in the Imperial City now? You are in the Elven Garden District. Alright. Well, we've already explored basically this whole road. So, not gonna go up it again and re-explore everything on the way, so might as well just teleport here. And I guess while we're here, we'll look for Varus and find out about the main quest.
She's something else. I've heard she'll...
Hi, you.
I'm surprised to see you all the way out here in the Imperial City.
Yeah, your house is haunted.
So you think I'm responsible? I suppose you're right, as the manor used to belong to my grandfather, Lorgren Benirus. I knew there was a curse on that place, which is why I sold it to you so cheap. I suppose I should have warned you, but I had to get out of Anvil. My family said I could move here to the Imperial City once all our loose ends were tied down. The manor was one of those loose ends. I fear my own greed got the better of my judgment. I hope you weren't hurt badly in that horrible place. I suppose I assumed you'd be able to lift the curse and be done with it.
I need you in order to lift the curse.
Lorgren Benirus was a strange old man, always dabbling and experimenting with magic. He was mostly harmless, until the fateful day he came across a tome bearing the evil magic of necromancy. He became obsessed, and decided that by using necromancy, he could prolong his own life. The dark arts contained in the tome called for him to dig up the recently deceased in the nearby crypts under the cathedral. When it was discovered that he did this, the Mages Guild called for a quick meeting to decide what to do. It only took minutes to decide. Led by a young upstart named Cyrodiil, the Mages Guild stormed Benirus Manor and slew Lorgren. However, amid the chaos, his body vanished. Because of this, the people of Anvil concluded the manor must be cursed. You are the first person to set foot inside in a long time.
How does a body vanish in the act of them killing him? Also, necromancy wasn't illegal. Necromancy still isn't illegal, actually. But necromancy wasn't even banned by the Mages Guild at the time. So, bit confused why they would just go and kill a man. I get that people might be upset about him stealing the corpses of their recently deceased. But is that a capital crime when necromancy is not illegal? I don't know. Can you help me lift the curse?
According to the diary entry, it seems that I'm the only one who can open the secret door in the manor. And I can't help feeling slightly guilty selling you the place under these circumstances. I'll meet you in Anvil at the Count's Arms. From there, we'll try to lift the curse together.
Well, thank you. You're being awfully generous because you could just say no.
I'll see you in Anvil.
Okay. Well, while I'm here, do you know any rumors?
Welcome to the King and Queen Tavern. We treat all our patrons like royalty. I'm Lay Marillan, your loyal seneschal.
Huh. Any rumors?
Bethesda from the Arcane University is looking for someone to chase the bandits from Camp Hales. Probably trying to enhance her weird machine.
Right, we heard about that, and that was supposed to be near Anvil, I thought. Maybe I need to relook when we're in the area.
Yes, he just arrived in town recently. I believe he's staying at the King and Queen Tavern.
You didn't just say he's staying here? Sure. What can you tell me about the Imperial City?
A wealthy gentleman in the Talos Plaza district named Umbacano collects alien artifacts. Perhaps he has use for someone like you.
Okay. And Hieronymus Lex?
He's that Imperial watch captain that's always chasing after the Grey Fox and the Thieves Guild. Chasing after shadows, if you ask me. The Thieves Guild probably doesn't exist, and it's a sure bet that Grey Fox doesn't either.
Yes.
Bye.
Oh. Sorry, knocking your stuff on the floor. So, we could just immediately travel back to Anvil.
Samuel Bantian used to be a thief.
Apparently, he can teach you the basics of lockpicking.
Razan is a talented smith. One of the best around, if you ask me.
I've heard he'll teach his skills for the right price. Do you think what happened to Kvatch could happen here?
It's
No.
you. The
They were
hero
taken
of
by
Kvatch.
surprise.
This is
I'm sure the
truly an
Legion has
honor.
everything under control.
Wow.
We're always on duty.
Anything you want to say?
The Emperor is dead, and so are his heirs.
Yeah, we've heard that a bunch of times.
He's just a thief. He's supposed to be the head of the Thieves Guild. Oh, what a joke. Can you imagine a bunch of thieves trying to form a guild? The
Yeah.
nobility hate him, but the peasants and the beggars love him, especially in the waterfront.
All right.
Long
you.
live the
Farewell.
Empire.
Greetings, High Elf.
All right. So while I'm here, let's see. Can I do anything about the burning trail? Guard told me about strange notes in the Imperial City's Talos Plaza.
How goes it?
We'll check that out before we go looking
Hi there.
for the blade. Barris, whatever his name is. So there's supposed to be notes here in the Talos Plaza district. Mythic Dawn Pamphlet 1. You walk the path of the new dawn. You would destroy the Septim's spawns. Liberated from your chains, follow us to herald his reign. The first you hold within your hands, on to the next one we command. Wolf's father, Lord of the Hunt, our Lord's dominion he'd confront. His wolf's gaze you will follow. Behind a tree, the next will be. So we hold the first letter in our hands, on to the next we command. Wolf's father, Lord of the Hunt. So there's the Daedric Shrine, or the Daedric Lord of the Hunt, whose name I don't recall. If we follow where that statue is looking, there will be a tree, and behind that will be our second note. Found a strange note in the Imperial City Talos district. It mentions another note and speaks of the Lord of the Hunt. I should head towards Hircine's Shrine. Hircine, there we go. To investigate. So Hircine's Shrine is this way.
It's
Yeah, it's the hero of Kvatch. Okay, where is Hircine's Shrine? Oh, we're not staying in the Imperial City at this point. It's way down there. We'll probably make our way there at some point, but I don't think I want to go there right now. So while we're here, let's check out the Path of Dawn and look for Barris. Where are you? You're back in the Elven District. Okay. I'll just teleport there. Wow, you look different out of your armor.
Sit down. Don't say anything. Just do what I say.
Okay.
Listen, I'm going to get up in a minute and walk out of here. That guy in the corner behind me will follow me. You follow him.
I'm ready when you are. I'm not going to say anything. So,
Good. Remember, wait for him to follow me. I want to see what he'll do.
as we all just head into the basement one after another.
I do not fear death.
The enemy agent who attacked Barris is dead. I should find out what Barris has learned about our enemies.
Search his body. I'll keep an eye out in case any of his friends are nearby.
Will do. Mythic Dawn Commentaries. I found a strange book about the Mythic Dawn cult. I should show this to Barris. But first I should read it myself. Eight pages, not bad. Commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes, Book 1 by Mankar Camoran. Greetings, novitiate, and know first a reassurance. Mankar Camoran was once like you, asleep, unwise, protonymic. We mortals have the dreaming sleeve of birth, the same unmantled, save for the symbiosis with our mothers, thus to practice and thus to reproachment, until finally we might through new eyes leave our hearths without need or fear that she remains behind. In this moment we destroy her forever and enter the domain of Lord Dagon. Reader, this book is your door to that domain, and though you be a destroyer, you must still submit to locks. Lord Dagon would only have those clever enough to pause. All else the Arbus claims in their full running. Walk first, heed. The impatience you feel is your first slave to behead. Enter as Lord Dagon has written. Come slow and bring 4 keys. Know then that then you are royalty, a new breed of destroyer whose garden shall flow with flowers, known and unknown, as it was in the mythic dawn. Thus shall you return to your first primal whale, and yet come out different. It shall this time be Neonymbiosis, master kin to master, whose mother is miasma. Every quarter has known us, and none bore our passing except with trembling. Perhaps you came to us through war, or study, or shadow, or the alignment of certain snakes. Though each path matters in its kind, the prize is always thus. Welcome, novitiate. That you are here at all means that you have the worthiness of kings. Seek thy pocket now and look. There is the first key, glinting with light of a new dawn. Night follows day, and so know that this primary insight shall fall alike unto the turbulent evening sea, where all faiths are tested. Again a reassurance. Even the usurper went under the Iliac before he rose up to claim his fleet. Fear only for a second. Shaken belief is like water for a purpose. In the garden of the dawn we shall breathe whole realities. Enter as Lord Dagon has written. Come slow and bring 4 keys. Our order is based on the principles of his mighty razor, novitiate, questing knight, chaplain, and master. Let the evil ones burn in its light, as if by the excesses of our vision. Then shalt our knowledge go aright. However, recall that your sight is yet narrow, and while you have the invitation, you have not the address. My own summons came through a book Lord Dagon wrote himself in the deserts of rust and wounds. In its name is the Mysterium Xarxes, Aldmeritada, aggregate, forefather to the wife of all enigma. Each word is razor-fed and secret, thinner than cataclysms, tarnished like red drink. That I mention it at all is testament of your new rank, my child. Your name is now cut into its weight. Palace, hut, or cave, you have left all the fog worlds of conception behind. New Mantia, liberty, rejoice in the promise of paradise. Endlessly it shall form and reform around you, beads as entities, all systems, only an hour before they bloom to zero sums. Flowering like vestments, divine raiments, worn to dance at Lord Dagon's golden feet. In his first arm, a storm, his second, the rush of a plagued rain. The third, all the tinder of Anu, and the fourth, the very eyes of Padhome. Feel uplifted in thine heart that you have this first key, for it shall strike high and low in the wormrot of false heavens. Roaring, I wandered until I grew hoarse with the gospel. I had read the mysteries of Lord Dagon, and feeling anew went mad with the overflow. My words found no purchase until I became hidden. These were not words for the common of Tamriel, whose clergy long ago feigned the very existence of the dawn. Learn from my mistake. Know that humility was Mankar Camoran's original wisdom. Come slow and bring 4 keys. Offering myself to that daybreak allowed the girdle of grace to contain me. When my voice returned, it spoke with another tongue. After 3 nights I could speak fire. Red drink, razor fed. I had glimpsed the path unto the garden, and knew that to inform others of its harbor, I had to first drown myself in search's sea. Know ye that I have found my fleet, and that you are the flagship of my hope. Greetings, novitiate. Mankar Camoran was once you, asleep, unwise, protonymic, but am no more. Now I sit and wait to feast with thee on all the worlds of this cosmos. Numantia, liberty. There is a lot there that I did not understand because it is too flowery of speech. But supposedly, we have a key in our pocket. I find that unlikely. Hey, Barris.
Good work. I am glad to see you, by the way. You just caught me at a bad time.
Seemed like I caught you at a good time. What have you learned?
The assassins who killed the Emperor were part of a Daedric cult known as the Mythic Dawn. Apparently worship the Daedra Lord Mehrunes Dagon. I've been tracking their agents in the Imperial City. I guess they noticed.
The enemy has the amulet.
What? They took it from Joffrey? Things are worse than I had thought.
I also found Uriel's heir.
Thank Talos he lives. Martin Septim, you say? We will restore him to the throne. It is the sworn duty of all blades.
What's our next move?
There's a scholar at the Arcane University. Tarmina's her name. Supposed to be an expert on Daedric cults. Why don't you take that book to her? See what she makes of it. I'll keep running down leads on the Mythic Dawn network. If you learn anything, you can find me at Luther Broad's. May Talos guide you.
Tell me about Tarmina.
Like I said, she's one of the brains over at the Arcane University. Supposed to know everything there is to know about Daedric cults.
Okay. Everyone is talking about the Prophet.
I don't know much about him either. Just that he appeared in Anvil shortly after the attack on the chapel there.
I guess because he's part of a DLC, they just...
Hope you learned something from Tarmina about that book. This might just be the break we need.
They just make sure that everyone talks about it to make sure that you're not going to miss out on that DLC quest. It's just weird that literally everyone talks about it.
What do you need, friend?
I'm interested in the Arcane University anyway.
Luther Broad's boarding house. I'm Luther. You want beds or food? See me.
Yeah, anything else you can tell me?
I don't trust you enough to talk about that.
You don't trust me enough to talk about the Imperial City? Wow.
Farewell.
What deep, dark secrets do you know about the Imperial City? I was just wanting to know basic rumors. But alright. I don't trust you enough to talk about the city we're in. Oh. Okay.
What brings you?
Where's the Arcane University? It's down here.
You here?
Let's just head that way. I do a lot of teleporting, but sometimes it's fun to walk through town just to see if anyone's saying anything interesting, or if I spot anything interesting. Or if I get my athletic skill to go up. So this is the White Gold Tower, which is an Ayleid tower that supposedly the Ayleid God King is coming back here to fight. Cool.
It's you. Hi. I shopped at Three Brothers a couple of days ago. Not sure which one I talked to, though. I don't know which is which. Still, it's a good shop they run. Goodbye. Hello.
Hi.
Yes?
Yeah, sometimes when people talk, I
What
get
is it,
automatic
citizen?
quests. That doesn't
What
seem
is
to be
it,
the case
citizen?
here. So that's fine. So that'll be the Arcane University, which I can't get farther into, so hopefully the person we're looking for doesn't require us to get all of the approvals from all the mages guilds.
It's you, the hero of Kavach.
Yeah.
This is truly How are you today? A pleasure to speak with you.
Tell me about the Mages Guild.
The Arcane University has been here for nearly as long as the Mages Guild has been in Cyrodiil. It has been our home for ages.
And recommendations?
You haven't yet been given recommendations by all the necessary individuals, Associate. Keep working at it.
I am. Any rumors?
Archmage Traven is the first to take such a hard stance on necromancy. It upset more than a few people.
Yep, we have heard.
I believe I heard a Benirus is in town. You should check out the Elven Gardens district. A Benirus wouldn't be seen anywhere else.
Wow, his family must be pretty famous.
I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
Bound sword for 15 seconds. It's madness. Burden on touch. Terrifying presence. Demoralize. I don't know what that does. Life detection. Dispel. 150 points of feathers. Pretty powerful. Firestorm. 50 points. Fortify Magicka. How does that work? I pay 66 Magicka to cast it, and it raises my Magicka by 30 points. That feels like not a winning strategy. 70 points of damage is pretty good. Invisibility for 60 seconds. That's pretty cool. Open Hardlock. We don't have the skill for it, but it would be nice. Yeah, I don't think I necessarily want any of those.
Good day.
Or I can't use any of the ones I want, I guess is more accurate. You, Tarmina, I have questions for you about a cult.
Ah, you must be the one I got the message about. How can I help you?
Someone sent you a message? Presumably Baris. Why? I mean, that feels like that's just additional ways of this secret that we're trying to solve getting spread. Any rumors?
The Mages Guild runs more or less like it always did.
Everyone's talking about the necromancy.
The Mystic Archives have a large collection of books. Look around, and you may learn a thing or two.
Okay. Would be nice if I could.
Too big for me. Loud, dirty. Clowns, fools, brutes, and thieves everywhere. I want to throw my gold away. I just dump it in Lake Rumara. Save time.
Alright, what do you know of the Mythic Dawn?
You know of them? One of the most secretive of all the Daedric cults. Not much is known about them. They follow the teachings of Mainkar Cameron, whom they call the Master, a shadowy figure in his own right.
I found one of their books.
Ah, yes. Commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes. Wonderful. You have a scholarly interest in Daedric cults, then?
Not really, but I do need to find the Mythic Dawn.
Find them, eh? I won't poke my nose any further. Official business and all that. I'm used to working with the Blades. Don't worry. Say no more. In any case, finding them won't be easy. I've studied Mainkar Cameron's writings a bit myself. At least those that I could find. It is clear from the text that Mainkar Cameron's commentaries come in 4 volumes, but I've only ever seen the first 2 books. I believe that his writings contain hidden clues to the location of the Mythic Dawn's secret shrine to Mehrunes Dagon. Those who unlock this hidden path have proven themselves worthy to join the ranks of the Mythic Dawn cult. Finding the shrine is the first test. If you want to find them, you'll need all 4 volumes of the commentaries.
Where can I find these books?
Here, you can have the library's copy of Volume 2. Treat it gently, if you please. As I've said, I've never even seen the 3rd and 4th volumes. You should try 1st edition over in the Market District. Phintius, the proprietor, caters to specialist collectors. He may have an idea of where to locate those books.
Okay. So when they mentioned that we had a key in our pocket, they were talking about the book itself. So we're going to need to have all 4. The 4 books count as the 4 keys necessary to find the cult, which I guess makes sense. What can you tell me about Mainkar Cameron?
The supposed leader of the Mythic Dawn cult. He wrote the infamous Commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes. The commentaries are contemporary with Tiber's Septim, over 400 years ago, so he is unlikely to still be alive, although you never know.
And Mysterium Xarxes?
The Holy Book of the Mythic Dawn, supposedly written by Mehrunes Dagon himself. If it exists, it would be an artifact of great and evil power.
And what else do you know of the Mythic Dawn?
They worship the Daedra Lord Mehrunes Dagon, according to the teachings of their leader, Mainkar Cameron. No one knows how widespread the cult is or where their shrine to Mehrunes Dagon is located.
I would say it's pretty widespread because I've already killed like a dozen of their members.
It was so nice chatting with you. Be sure to let me know how your hunt for the Mythic Dawn turns out.
I shall. But we did get another book from you. What was it called? Mythic Dawn Commentaries 2. Only 5 pages. Commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes, Book 2 by Mainkar Cameron. Whosoever findeth this document, I call him brother. Answers are liberations, where the slaves of Malbioj that came to know Numantia cast down their jailer king, Maztiak, which the Xarxes Mysterium calls the Arcane. Maztiak, whose carcass was dragged through the streets by his own bone walkers, and whose flesh was opened on rocks thereon, and those angels who loved him no longer did drink from his honeyed ichors, screaming, "Let all know free will, and do as they will." Your coming was foretold, my brother, by the Lord Dagon in his Book of Razors. You are to come as idols drop away from you one by one. You are exalted in eyes that have not yet set on you. You, swain too well-traveled, to shatterer of mantles. You, brother, are to sit with me in paradise and be released of all unknowns. Indeed, I shall show you his book and its foul and many-feathered rubric, so that you can put into symbols what you already know. The sphere of destruction is but the milk of the unenslaved. I fault not your stumbling, for they are expected and given grace by the oils. I crave not your downfalls, though without them you might surpass me, even in the coming earth of all infinities. Lord Dagon wishes you no ills, but the momentous, and as he wants, you must want, and so learn from the pages of God this, the ritual of want. Whisper to earth, and earth, where the meddlers take no stones except blood, as blood is blood, and to the cracking of bone, as bone is bone. And so to crack and answer and fall before one and one, I call you dragon as brother and king. Hides of Dro, 7 and 7, draught of oil, 1 and 1, circles drawn by wet dubellites, 3 concentric, and let their lower blood fall where it may. A birth watched by blackbirds, hearthfire first, incant the following when your hearing becomes blurred. Enraptured he who finally goes unrecorded, recorded the slaves that without knowing turn the wheel, enslaved the children of Arubis as it is. Sure. So we can go to a bookstore and see if he knows where to find the remaining 2 books. But I don't want to immediately chase down the whole main quest. It feels like a thing that's more fun to play out a little bit at a time. So we'll probably go back to Anvil for where spirits have lease. Maybe we'll check out the Burning Trail again sometime soonish. I don't know. But I think that's going to be my plan for next time, is to deal with the Anvil situation.
Greetings, High Elf.
Greetings to you too. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you then. Bye.